Alright, so this time I need your very close attention because things are gonna get little serious, complicated, messy. Don't worry, hold on your patience. I assure you, by the end of this video, you'll have all the information. He created a flowchart for all of us to understand, even myself, because I didn't know about much about this area. So post-arrival, there are different things we're gonna cover part by part, right? Dr. Prashant, imagine that I have come here to Berlin, settled down myself. I've done all the formal requirements of paperwork, getting in Meldung done, all that. What's next?
Now you begin learning your B2 level.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're preparing simultaneously for, let's say, 3 months, right? You're learning your B2. Side by side, I would like to request you to start processing your documents here for your medical license. And that is being done by an institute here or an organization named as LAGESO. LAGESO is Landesamt und Soziales in Gesundheit. In this one, in LAGESO, what happens is that these people are the ones that will verify your documents, all your degrees, your transcript of records, and all the medical certificates that you have had. So everything is being evaluated by these people. So you are supposed to prepare all your document, and as per the requirement, you are supposed to submit them.
And do they charge certain fees?
Actually, yes, they do. Once you have submitted all of your documents, then they will evaluate them and they will say what are the deficits that are remaining back, like what are the things that you are missing out in your documents that you need to clarify or you need to explain, or maybe you need to submit something else, right? So that is called a deficit Bescheid certificate. The document also contains the data for your payment, which you will be doing. That will be around 350 euros or something, depending from 300 to 500 euros, depending on which area or which LAGESO you're applying. I mean, in Germany is divided into several states, right? So in each and every state, they have their specific LAGESO. And every LAGESO has their own price.
Okay.
It's like that.
Okay.
So in whichever LAGESO you're applying, accordingly you will be paying the price. So this deficit Bescheid will be the certificate that will also help you in the future with processing of other documents or with getting your visa and other things.
Right. So I've completed my B2 level now, okay, which I was studying in a local school here in Berlin, and at the same time I completed all the paperwork with LAGESO, and they have given me this. I've got my deficit Bescheid. What's next after that?
Let's assume that you have completed your B2, but then you have to give an official exam in B2, which will be by Goethe Institute or TELC or TestDAF or DSA. There are several possibilities here,
right? So
that you can give.
I get myself certified,
Yeah. So you have to get yourself B2 certified. Like once you have your B2 certificate, then you have to give this B2 certificate also to LAGESO.
Okay.
That is already mentioned in the deficit Bescheid because you had not completed your B2. So obviously you're supposed to submit the certificate. And then with all the other documents, now you take all of these documents and go to the Arztkammer, that is the medical council of that particular region.
For example, Berlin will have Arztkammer
Berlin. Yes.
Arztkammer Hamburg. And all the
exactly. There will be Arztkammer. Now with this deficit Bescheid and with the B2 certificate, you go to Arztkammer Berlin. Over there, Berlin or any Arztkammer, right? And you go there and you register yourself. So after that, you register yourself for Fachsprachenprüfung. That is the first test that you are supposed to give in order to receive your license.
Do I have to study somewhere for that specially?
Exactly, the courses you remember we booked before arrival.
You took 2 courses in Charité.
Yes.
One was medical German for foreign physicians.
Yes, exactly.
So you study this course, then go and give this FSP exam.
Exactly.
In the whole process when you were explaining, when do you sit down, study, and then give exams?
Like once you have finished your language till B2, then it's much easier to understand the book that we are supposed to study from, right?
Sure.
I mean, the language level is quite high. So it's really advisable to study from this book once you've completed your language of B2. I think it would be much more easy to understand from the book, right? Because the book goes to the level of C1.
Okay.
So it is quite a difficult book.
Right. It's nothing but they are teaching you medical German.
Yes.
Basically, with the vocabulary, how to talk to your patients, how to communicate and all that, in a way from a doctor's point of view, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So, and then I would also like to say that the Fachsprachprüfung or the licensing exam that we would be giving, they are also very much based on the idea that how you would be working in the hospital, right? So these books basically deal with those things. One is doctor-patient communication.
Yeah.
The others is doctors communication. And the third thing is how you write and document everything that you have communicated.
Yeah.
So these books basically deal with all of this stuff. And when you are doing the preparation for Fachsprachenprüfung, side by side, you can start applying for hospitations. So I mean, in a way, you are saving time.
Yeah.
Because when you apply for hospitation, that means that there are possibilities that you can get a job over there. With B2 certificate, you can already start applying for hospitations at each and every hospital or each and every branch that you like. And here, it is very much necessary, so to say, that you have to apply for hospitations to your Chefarzt or HOD of the hospital. You have to write them a letter, a Bewerbungsbrief, or a letter of motivation. Why would you like to go in their hospital?
Right.
Why would you want to study there? No, it's a way of showing your passion.
It's exactly like in our business world. We write to the CEO that,
Yes,
hey,
exactly.
I'm willing to work as a social media marketing manager or something like that. In your case, it's Chefarzt, who's head of the department. For example, you're in gynecology.
Yes, exactly.
You said, hey, this is my profile, like, this is my motivation. It's like basically applying for a job, sending out your resumes and cover letter.
So the last I said was that you apply in Arztkammer for Fachsprachenprüfung.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you would be preparing for Fachsprachenprüfung with the courses that you had selected earlier while being in India, right?
Yeah.
So after that, you give the Fachsprachenprüfung in the particular region where would you like to work.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because after Fachsprachenprüfung, you will be eligible to get a provisional license.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So there are two options for you after giving your Fachsprachprüfung. The first option is that you can get a provisional license and start working.
Temporary license.
Temporary license. That is a temporary license, which is valid for 2 years. So if you want to continue working in Germany, then eventually within these 2 years, you have to have a permanent license.
And how do you get that?
To have a permanent license, of course, the second course we booked, remember?
Yes.
We booked the second course, preparation of medical license.
Yeah, preparation of medical license.
Right, so this course would help you prepare, and you will be preparing by yourself as well.
Okay.
For this exam. And then after clearing this exam, you get your license already. And then with permanent license, you can work all over in Germany, everywhere. But with the provisional license, you can work in only that particular state.
Right. Which stage are you at right now?
For me, I am at the stage of provisional license already.
So that means you have 2 years as a provisional license to complete your actual permanent license.
Exactly. Provisional license is called as Berufserlaubnis and work permit.
Work permit, exactly.
Yeah, Berufserlaubnis.
Yeah.
And the permanent license is called as Approbation.
Approbation.
Kenntnisprüfung is a knowledge test for the license. That is for Approbation.
To get permanent license, I have to give this exam. It's called Kenntnisprüfung exam, and then I'm going to get my permanent license, which is Approbation.
Every new document that you receive, you must go back and give it to Lageso. Because Lageso is the one that would give you the license, provisional or permanent at the end. So each and every document that you receive, or each and every certificate that you will receive from Arztkammer Berlin or from anywhere else, you should submit those documents at the end to Lageso, where you have registered yourself, because they will be included in your document list, right? And those are the things which will at the end give you a provisional or a permanent license. And for the permanent license, at the end, I mean, if you choose not to work and go for a permanent license, then you have to write just a form and give it to them. So there are 2 times when you in a year when you can give this Cantonese approval. That is for the permanent license. The first will be from October to December, and the second will be from April to June. So this will be every year. These 2 months are dedicated for this permanent licensing exam. Right? So you get a slot in either of them. Like you have to request for a slot in either of them, and then you will receive a letter saying that you are supposed to pay a particular amount that might vary from 400 euros to 1000 euros.
Wow.
For this exam, yes. But the main thing that you need here is language. Because if you are poor in language, nobody will give you a job. If you are poor in language, you will never pass a Fachsprachenprüfung. If you are poor in language, you can never clear your permanent license exam. So language is the key for coming to Germany.